Pavino, Italy. It was more of a hub place for us. We didn't make any real big plans for Bavino, other than it was a good spot kind of right in between Lavartezzo and Zermatt. So we just kind of stayed in Bavino and made day trips to these different places in Switzerland. And Bavino is an extremely beautiful place. We stayed at a bed and breakfast that we found on Airbnb, and the owner of the bed and breakfast name was Francesca. Francesca was a very, very nice lady. She made a beautiful breakfast every day.
Delicious, beautiful and delicious.
Yes. And took extremely good care of us. I mean, she was always up for offering ideas and would give us her input on our plans, and she was an extremely kind lady.
Milan, Italy, or Milano as the Italians say. Duomo di Milano was so busy. I don't think I was expecting it to be that big of a tourist place, but we ended up eating our lunch there outside looking at the cathedral. We had plenty of people watching to do, as well as pigeon watching. We had performers that performed dances with these kind of marble ball. We also had a performer that performed with his hat and did a dance. We had like a Peruvian Inca flute player. He had
a goat.
A stuffed llama.
Was it a llama?
He had a stuffed llama.
It was a llama.
But anyways, that was quite an experience. Just to watch all the different people, see all the different cultures, and just be in such a beautiful place.
After we were done people watching and eating our lunch, we got kind of bored of sitting in that little area, so we got up and walked around and jumped on some trains and transits, and we were just trying to waste the rest of the day away because we had a night train to catch to Rome at midnight. So we had quite a few hours to just kind of waste time, and we ended up getting on a train and just kind of cruising through the town of Milan, and we kind of got out of the main city part, the less touristy part, and we were riding along on the train, and all of a sudden there was a market, and we were both still kind of hungry, so we decided to hurry and jump off.
Well, it was dinner time.
Yeah, it was dinner, so I mean, we were hungry. And we decided to hurry and jump off at the spur of the moment. And unfortunately, I was so hungry, and it was such the spur of the moment thing, I forgot to pick up our camera when we jumped off the train. And after we were done with the market and getting the food we wanted, it dawned on me that I didn't have the camera. So we frantically jumped on every single train that we could possibly get on for the next hour to 2 hours trying to find our camera. And it was really rough on me losing that camera.
One thing about losing our camera that was terrible. It was really sad because we still had like another 5 days in Europe. But one thing that I'm pretty sure was divine intervention, or I mean some kind of literal miracle, was that before we had jumped on the train while we were still at Duomo di Milano Cathedral, we had filled up our SD card that we had in our camera. Like 16
gigabytes. 16
gigabyte SD card was totally full. So we ended up, before we jumped on the train, taking that SD card out of our DSLR camera and put it in our backpacks. And so even though it was terrible losing that camera, we still had all of our pictures. And if that is not a miracle, I don't know what is.